So first, thank you so much for coming to Mentor the Student. And it's really about having the questions and having somebody that hasn't been in the program and hasn't been working on themselves or just been dabbling and kind of like, I don't know where to find things, and then having the mentor come in and like answer questions. So it's really, a spiritual journey, and sometimes we don't know where we're going and how we're going to get there, but we know that there's something more.
Yeah, so that's when a guide comes in, like Michal herself, who has lived a lot longer and a lot more than I have, for her to help me, so here we go.
So what's going on? What's happening?
Oh man, so I guess we could start by today. I kind of lost it in the store, not to get into the details at all. But, so I guess my question is what happens when your ego does take over and get the best of you in situations like today, without going into
She doesn't want to get raw yet.
No.
Not yet. So you need to step back. So I know everybody says take a deep breath in, and I know that sounds so cliche sometimes.
It does, but it works, and
especially when you hold it too. So take a deep breath in and hold for 5 seconds, and then release. So let's just do that practice real quick.
And then make sure to expand your stomach.
Right.
Breathe with your stomach, not
Like
your
a Buddha,
chest.
like a Buddha belly.
Yeah, like babies do when they come out. So we naturally breathe with our stomach so we can get a deeper inhalation and more oxygen to our brain. So I think that's why it physiologically calms us down on a scientific level.
Yeah, it is actually. This is our human body, and we use our lungs. Of course, brings our oxygen in. But if we take it deeper in, we can actually go even more spiritual. And then now we're talking about our energetic body, and that's a whole nother level of being.
Yeah.
So we have our ego mind, which has our body, our heart, and our heart, which when I'm talking about heart, I'm talking about emotional heart, or your beating heart, and your feeling. But we have feelings. Everybody has feelings. But what's the trigger?
Yeah.
So
the triggers are what cause emotions.
Right.
And we don't really want emotions, but it's okay to feel. Right? Emotions is when we get out of control and blow up.
So what happened at the store?
It was about the masks, and don't judge me. I know everybody has different perspectives on wearing masks. It gets frustrating when I can't breathe, and when other people tell me what I should do, and I had a hard time expressing myself about how I felt about the masks. So I lashed out.
So do you think it's
I got an attitude.
and that's okay, because we're learning. This is a learning experience right now.
Yeah.
So from there, the attitude, but do you think it's because somebody was trying to tell you what to do? Maybe that triggered something? Like, who are you?
Yeah, like, who are you? And it's not like I'm sitting back and telling other people to take off their mask. It's not like I'm telling them what they should do, but we all as individual people should have the freedom to do what we please, whether that is to wear a mask or not wear a mask. We shouldn't be controlling other people. We should worry about who we are and make sure we wash our own hands.
So I don't think he was wanting to control you, and that's a big ticket right there. You said somebody's controlling me. He wasn't controlling you. So there's your trigger. You felt you were being controlled by somebody that knows nothing about you. And yet he was looking at it, if you take his perspective, as a bigger picture of humanity. We're just trying to keep everybody safe so we can just get back to normal life.
And my ego wants to rebuttal. my ego does want to rebuttal on that because nothing. I'm not going to let it go there.
Right. But that's the going there that will shift humanity now.
Yeah.
It's going raw and going to a point where you get so, and it bubbles up, that instead of swallowing it like we're used to and carrying it in our bellies or carrying it somewhere in our joints if we have arthritis or any other kind of pain body, right, to releasing it. And that's the reason why we're doing this course right now. That's the reason why we're starting this, is because people really don't know how to release. So let's take a moment and let's do some deep breathing together. Now when it comes up, it's not the time to get crazy. It's the time to go retreat.
Yeah.
And catch ourselves with it. So you're starting to catch yourself like, wow, I caught myself.
So in a fight or flight perspective, we should flight before we say anything else that's going to cause us to blow up. Or like when you blow up, it just happens. It's not like, you know, it's the heat of the moment, and it's like you have to decide. You're like, you know,
yes, that's
fight or flight.
Well, it's not fight or flight because you were not in a position that you were in survival mode. Your survival mode didn't need to kick in. You just said, I wish you'd wear a mask.
Well, it was more like,
why aren't you wearing?
Oh, you're not gonna wear your mask? It was, and I had to match that, and that's me. That's a part of me that I had to change, is trying to match other people's energies as my defense mechanism. So we all have these defense mechanisms. I'm learning, and I'm learning about my defense mechanisms.
That's right.
And ways to let those go. But guys, it is not easy. It's an inner struggle with yourself, and you're like pulling yourself apart to release. And if you're ready for that, then join us, and you know,
it's beautiful.
Keep up with our feeds and pay attention to the videos, and I'll do my best to open up, but that's not easy either.
No, it's not easy to be true to who you are and to be able to surrender to the point that you start releasing those things. Now you're young and you're lucky. You have age on your side, you know? And there's so many spiritual, beautiful, young people right now searching and searching.
For answers.
We're here.
This is true.
We're here. This is the real deal. I'm not the faker that, you know, there's not a course. There is no course where you graduate. This is called the journey of life. And that is your graduation, is that you become a more centered, conscious being on earth, bringing in the light. And if that's what is your drive and want to be your drive, then you've come to the right place. Subscribe with us, hang out with us. We do retreats. I started doing retreats and workshops. We're on our Instagram Monday through Friday, free live meditations at 8 a.m. sharp. Come join us. We will. I'm so eager to share and to send the love and to bring in that spiritual realm that we all really
need. We need this.
We desire it. We desire it. The need comes from the desire of feeling love. And that's everything, really.
Yeah.
And with bottom line, if you look at everything, it goes down to feeling loved and being loved. And the only person that you can get that from is your higher self, which is connection. And that's what we're wanting to bring out to the world. So much love and blessings.
Much love, guys.
Subscribe. Be a part of the whole collective. Come to our free meditations Monday through Friday on Instagram. It is an amazing place. It's at Michal and Company. It's the same as the YouTube. My YouTube name is the same as the Instagram name. So be there. Mackenzie does it every single day.
I do, and it helps. And it takes a long time and some patience. So don't give up on yourself is my best advice for this time around. So keep on keeping on.